gentlemen, the investigation to the murder of the late Kasipul MP Charles Ong'ondowere seems to be taking a new turn after the DCI revealed the man that orchestrated and came up with the plan for the assassination. New suspects have already been brought into this case, and some of them are people related to him and neighbors from his home county in Omabay, Kasipul Kabondo constituency. According to the latest report and a publication today made by the Nation today, they have revealed where all this started and where the investigators have currently reached with their investigation. Now, detectives have of today intensified the investigation into the shocking murder of the Kasipul MP Charles Ong'ondowere, with emerging evidence pointing to a calculated plan executed by individuals close to him. When we look at it, this, as we said, it is not a murder that somebody who was so far from the inner circles of Ong'ondowere committed. This is somebody that was planned from the inside of his own circles. Police, as of today, they want 5 more suspects arrested and detained for 30 days as they finalize their probe. Among them are the MP's bodyguard, driver, and a neighbor from his rural home in Omabay. Investigators believe the killing was meticulously planned during meetings held in both Nairobi and Omabay long before the 30th April shooting. Crucial to the case are CCTV recordings from city surveillance systems and private cameras near the crime scene. Police are also analyzing mobile phone data and using triangulation technology to track movements and communication between suspects. 10 suspects are now in custody, including 2 believed to have trailed the MP from Parliament to the spot where he was gunned down in traffic. At one suspect's home, police recovered pistols, bullets, SIM cards, and mobile phones now undergoing forensic analysis. Detectives say the suspect were in constant communication before and after the attack. One of them, a neighbor known as Dave Calo, had allegedly threatened the MP and is now suspected to be a key planner in the plot, and he has been put as the front page of this murder. As the face of this murder. Police are also mapping new scenes believed to have been used for planning the meetings. Statements from witnesses have matched the description of several several suspects, and more arrests are expected. As investigations deepen, the court will soon rule on whether to detain the suspects further. Meanwhile, a businessman among those arrested has applied for bail, denying any involvement in the killing. Authorities remain determined to uncover the full extent of the plot and bring all those involved to justice. I want to quote a publication by the Daily Nation today, where they said it has emerged that Mr. Ochieng alias Dave Calo, who is a close neighbor to the MP at his rural home in Omabay, had threatened the MP before the fatal incident. Slain MP Ong'ondowere's succession on. Similarly, he has been advancedly mentioned by some suspects who are already in custody as the person behind the planning and the execution of the crime, says the investigator. Now, when we look at these closely, we come into one agreement. The MP was not so much loved in his own county, but also it is not the people that surrounded him. The people that surrounded him cannot all be ruled out. As investigations go on, it proves that people, as Kipchumba Murkomen, the cabinet secretary of Interior, told us, we would be surprised if the names were to be called out of the people involved. Some of them were in his inner circle, close allies who were meant to safeguard him, who were meant to protect him from from such incidences like the assassination that happened. But who hung to them. They decided, you know what, this man is becoming so much, and they had to go. Though the man had his dirty linen that has currently been washed in public by the media and everybody, you all come into one conclusion. The murder of this man, even the people, how the media received the news, the first incident, the first day that the guy was killed, it revealed that this was a smear campaign that was planned on his name after his death. Are you together? That is why those that played the key role of the assassination uh, planned, and they knew, if we do this, we assassinate this guy, we have to come up with a plan on to prove that he really needed to be removed there. And I will really quote a comment that was made by the women rep of Kirinyaga, Jerry Maina, who said that the assassination of MP Ongondo Charles Were was one that was planned, and they had prepared propagandists to spread rumors that this man was a monster that needed to be uprooted from the community. And that is why, after the assassination, the details and videos came up of Kasipul constituents celebrating the assassination, others saying that God has done it because the man is also involved in a lot of cases where people disappeared, others have been killed, others have been maimed, others have been attacked, they have been left with lifelong scars. Now remember, Mr. Ochieng, David Calo, the man that is being put as the face who plotted all this assassination, is a friend to one PS Raymond Omolo, the PS of Interior. Apart from that, the man also comes from Kasipul, which tells you that this man was a threat to Davis and also the UDA in the said constituency and the Homa Bay County at large. Why am I saying this? The man that has been arrested, Mr. Ochieng, he was the UDA mobilizer in Homa Bay County. And we saw how one Madam Gladys Wanga, the Homa Bay County governor, called out this murder. Pointed out at the government, telling them that we didn't enter into an MOU with the government so that the MOU can lead to assassination of the most of us. And she called out to President William Ruto, telling him to stop spreading the news and, popularizing UDA in Homa Bay, which is the bedroom of Raila Amolo Odinga and the bedroom of ODM party. I would really love to hear your take in regards to this. Leave a comment on the comment section. See you in our next video. Remember to subscribe. This is the Kenyan Daily Report.